Hi, this is Patti from Wigs by Patti's Pearls. Today we're going to talk about synthetic hair again, and I want to go back to the basics for your synthetic hair. We're going to do long and curly, and we're going to do long and straight. When you have a curly wig and it's longer, or even mid, but maybe more long, instead of doing the brush, you can do the brush up here. But notice when I do the brush, I'm doing this. I'm not digging into it like this. I'm doing this, sweeping it down to treat it more gently. You don't want to make it frizzy and stuff simply because you're brushing it, okay? And then when you get down to the curls, the smartest thing to do is to use our comb. And this is absolutely fantastic because it glides right through. I'm going to hold the top, and you start at the bottom if you'd like, and then you work your way up, and you've got these nice soft curls. Now say you want to separate the curls. We're on synthetic. You take your comb and you slice it. See how I'm slicing it, darlings? Slice it down and then flip it out. And that will do more separating. If you want it to just be fuller and more free-flowing, then you use your comb, lift it out, and just let it fly. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, what do you do with it when you take it off? Do you want a styrofoam head? No, not really. Especially if the cap has been sewn to fit you and so forth. But really, even with a styrofoam head, you're going to get kind of like kinks in it because it's going to sit down like that on the counter. And that isn't what you want. So the best thing that I like to do for my curly hair, I want to give you one more trick with the long curly hair. I want you to say, whatever you are, right-handed or left-handed. I'm right-handed. So I'm going to hold my left hand out straight like this, and I'm going to put that hair right on my hand. Now, I'm going to show you what I do. I spread my fingers, can you see that? Like a ball glove. And I've got it either hooked onto the wig. If it's hand tied, I can still do this. Now, can you see that really well? Now, what you've got is you've got your own stand that you can use. I can do this and comb the inside with my big comb. I can do this side. I can do that side. Now you don't have to have a tripod and canvas heads and all this kind of stuff. You use your hand, and then the other hand takes care of the wig, and you can even get in on the inside. By doing this just about every day and using your detangle, especially in the long wig, you won't get that frizz all the time because you're going to comb it out. And maybe every other day. Now, I want to store this. The best thing that I can tell you to do is to take your box with your hairnet. Now, this is a bigger box that you've got. And I want you to gather it up. See where it's straight? I'm gathering it like that. And I'm putting it in the top of the box. Now, this is the important part because I want to gently curl this up. Can you see how I'm kind of just twisting it around? And that's going to keep those curls kind of going doom, 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 and keeping the integrity of the style. It won't go out, but you're just helping it a little bit. You're using maybe little support here. And the support comes in the way of your hairnet. This is an easy way to put the hairnet on. I usually can put the top on or not. I like to be able to see what my wigs are. Or I take the wig, now that the hairnet's on it, and I put it in a drawer. But the hairnet is what's keeping it nice. Then you put it back in the box if you want. sometimes I don't like to store them in the box for a long time. If you're not going to wear it for a long time, put it in a drawer, because then you won't get these crimpings on it. But if you're going to just wear it like every other day or whatever, the box is just fine. Okay, that's your curly synthetic wig. Now we've got the straight one. Same thing. You're going to use your brush or your comb. You can use your brush more here because it's more straight. But the last thing you want to do is just wad this up in a ball or just kind of leave it alone and not do anything with it. So again, I start out with, on my left hand, I'm going to do it one more time. Left hand, put the top of the wig on the top of my hand. So now it's so much easier for me to take my comb, and even with your detangler in it, and you just keep it nice and smooth. I like to start at the bottom of your longer wigs and work your way up. And then you're not putting so much pressure on it. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what you can do with this is basically the same thing. You can use your, excuse me, let's put that back. You can use your box either to keep it in there if you're going to wear it about every other day or so, or to use your hairnet. And you know, if you don't get your hairnet or you lose your hairnet, you can get these hairnets at any Sally's or any beauty supply. In fact, I think they even have them at the drugstore on those hanging things. Okay, now I've got my hand in it, so I've got my crown. Now look, see how I'm doing it? And I use my body. See how I'm doing it? I'm just twisting it. And now I'm going to twist it again, and I'm going to lay it in gently. Now instead of twisting it and crunching it and all of that, I'm going to gently just bring it on up. Can you see that? And now we've got the straight. And you put your little hairnet on, which is my little guard, and then you can leave it like this, or take it out and put it on a drawer or a shelf. If you do decide to use a head of some kind, and you're going to do your long wigs, please, if you have a head and you're going to do the heads anyway and they're better for you, then keep your longer ones off the shelf. Don't do this because you'll get the crimp. See, that'll crimp it after a while. So keep them where they're hanging free. So, you know, keep it on the edge. In your closet's a great place, sweeties. So now we've seen synthetic straight, synthetic curly, how to take care of them, shampoo them, use conditioner, and when you lay these out to dry, you're going to lay them just as smooth as can be like that, and they'll dry. On the curly ones that are flat here and then curly, same thing. The only ones that you're going to turn inside out, remember, like I've told you with the short curly, are the short ones that are going dook, 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 dook. That's when you turn them inside out. The longer ones, no. Have a great day. Bye.